Hello and welcome to another edition of Monday Morning Quarterback. I'm Glenn Caruso, head football coach at the University of St. Thomas, and today we're celebrating our 45-12 victory over Gustavus from this past Saturday. The victory now moves us to 4-0 and keeps us atop the MIAC standings. It was a bit of a slow start. We came out and turned the ball over, unfortunately, on offense, and that gave them great field position. But what was very impressive is the defense, although we might have given up some yards early in the game, specifically in the first quarter. When given short fields, they locked it down pretty good, and although we bent a little bit, when it got down to the red zone, our defense put some pressure on them and forced field goal attempts. So the first two scores from them were actually field goals to get on the board, and during that time we were able to swap their field goals for our touchdowns, which is what got us back on track. Put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and we actually had 7 pass breakups. Out of those 7, 5 came from the defensive line. And as always, we're rolling 6 different guys into those 3 defensive line positions, so those guys are staying fresh and putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And when they don't get the pressure on the quarterback, they did a great job Saturday getting their hands up and affecting the throw one way or another. But one point of note is that the outside linebackers continue to play strong and stalwart. Both Willie Barigi and Zach Stern have done a tremendous job all year long, coming off the edge and squeezing things back in, and they had very nice games. Our corners were actually asked to do a little bit more than in the typical game plan. In order to stop the run, we thought we were going to put another guy in the box, and so we asked them to do a little bit of overtime in terms of defending the pass. And Kirk Bagley, Jeffrey Hilliard, Chris Kopp did a wonderful job in some one-on-one situations. Both Kirk Bagley and Chris Kopp had interceptions, which really swung the momentum back in our favor. On the offensive side of the ball, our offensive line kept us going, and both our offensive line and our defensive line are probably the 2 most improved positions from years past. And you got to credit these guys. They are coming to work every day and working extremely hard, really starting to gel on both sides. And also the coaches, Brandon Staley on the defensive line and Joe Lepshy on the offensive line, are putting them in a good position to be very, very successful. So we hope to continue that sort of growth. We did have another 100-yard performance. Ben Wortman went over 100 yards again. And our 272 yards, which has been about what we're averaging for the year, was probably a little bit more dispersed than in games past. Ben had over 100. Colin Tobin had a very nice performance, but also Dakota Tracy and Fritz Wohlvogel ran the ball very, very efficiently and effectively. So we were able to get that ball to a few more people than just the tailback. We did have 2 hiccups in the pass game. We threw 2 interceptions, which is not commonplace for us. One early in the game and then one later on a deep ball, which their defensive back made a very, very nice plan. But besides that, I think the quarterbacks played within themselves pretty well. Both Greg Morris and Dakota Tracy intertwined and played throughout the entire game and switched on and off and did extremely well, playing off of each other's game, and was able to get the ball to the receivers in a position where they can catch it and still get upfield. So we're very, very happy about that. The special teams, again, we stayed perfect on PATs throughout the game, so that was good to see. Also hit our field goal. We went 1 for 1 on field goals, and both Brady Beeson and Timmy Albright are doing a wonderful job kicking, and that allows us to keep working the depth there, and we feel very, very strong about that. Players of the game: on offense, the player of the game was Fritz Wohlvogel. On defense, it was Kirk Bagley. On special teams, it was Matt Griswold with 4 tackles on the kickoff team. Our defensive scout of the week was Miles Drake, and our offensive scout of the week was Adam Weisenstein. We hope to see you again there next week as we celebrate homecoming against Concordia Moorhead Saturday at 1 o'clock. Have a great day.